Hey there, I'm Richard Brandt, Monos Historian, and you're watching Stream It Now. Don't miss these 50 or so movies leaving Netflix at the end of the month, including some recent hits, but especially heavy on classics from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. There's AI, Artificial Intelligence, which originated as a Brian Aldiss short story called Super Toys Last All Summer Long, was originally developed as a product by Stanley Kubrick, then handed off to Steven Spielberg. Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford are Bernstein and Woodward in Alan Pakula's Watergate thriller All the President's Men, featuring an Oscar-winning script by William Goldman and an Oscar-winning performance by Jason Robards Jr. as their editor, Ben Bradlee. The iconic crime thriller Bonnie and Clyde made superstars out of Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. It also features career-making performances by Gene Hackman and Michael J. Pollard, and an Oscar-winning one by Estelle Parsons. The indie horror thriller Boys in the Trees. The cheerleading sequel Bring It On, In It to Win It. Liza Minnelli, Joel Grey, and director Bob Fosse all won Oscars, as did legendary cinematographer Jeffrey Unsworth for the classic musical Cabaret, my favorite movie when I was 15 years old. Christina Ricci meets a ghost in Casper. Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman star in Tennessee Williams' Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Johnny Depp steps in for Gene Wilder in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Lizzie Kaplan in the monster/disaster thriller Cloverfield. Holly Hunter, Sigourney Weaver, and a really creepy Harry Connick Jr. in the thriller Copycat. The Life of a Courtesan in the drama Dangerous Beauty. Burt Reynolds, Jon Voight, Ronny Cox, and a role he probably wishes he could let down for, well, live down, really. What let down? For Ned Beatty in John Borman's classic Deliverance, photographed by the legendary Vilmos Zsigmond. Sandra Bullock and crew in The Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood. Dolph Lundgren in a tongue-in-cheek horror thriller Don't Kill It. Sean William Scott and Johnny Knoxville are the Dukes of Hazzard, but are not in the prequel, Dukes of Hazzard: The Beginning. Liv Tyler, Robin Tunney, and Renee Zellweger in the music-tinged drama Empire Records. David Duchovny, Julianne Moore, Sean William Scott, and Orlando Jones save the world in Evolution. Jessica Alba stars in the horror remake The Eye. The food documentary Forks Over Knives. Matthew McConaughey in the fact-based Civil War drama Free State of Jones. Michael Caine in the landmark British gangster thriller from Mike Hodges, Get Carter. Joe Dante's Christmas classic Gremlins. Simon Pegg in Hector and the Search for Happiness. Gene Hackman in an Oscar-nominated Dennis Hopper, his only Oscar-nominated role really, in the true-life basketball drama Hoosiers. Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson are hitmen on a holiday in perhaps my favorite movie on this entire list, Martin McDonagh's In Bruges. Amy Adams plays a woman aiming to emulate her culinary idol, Julia Child, played by the legendary Meryl Streep in Julie and Julia. Samuel L. Jackson in Neil LaBute's ironically titled thriller Lakeview Terrace. Morgan Freeman as real-life high school principal Joe Clark in the drama Lean on Me. What are we watching here, by the way? Oh, what? Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. Jonathan Rhys Meyers in the punk saga London Town. Will Ferrell and Tina Fey lead an all-star voice cast, including Brad Pitt in Megamind. Mad as Hell and Not Gonna Take It Anymore. Cinemax Network features Oscar-winning performances by Peter Finch as newsman Howard Beale, Beatrice Straight as William Holden's neglected wife, and Faye Dunaway. But the real star is writer Paddy Chayefsky. His portrayal of the future of network television news seemed farcically over the top in 1976, but every year it goes by, it seems more and more prophetic. The quirky documentary The Nightmare. Seth Rogen in the dark comedy Observe and Report. Idris Elba has to choose between Beyonce and Ali Larter. Oh gee, what a dilemma. In Obsessed, the Korean thriller Office. Sergio Leone's somewhat mangled by the studio, but still masterpiece, starring Robert De Niro and James Woods in the gangland saga Once Upon a Time in America, with, as usual, a stirring score by Ennio Morricone. Seth Rogen, Danny McBride, and James Franco and David Gordon Green's stoner comedy Pineapple Express. Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, and Willem Dafoe. Hard to believe how hot those actors all once were. In Oliver Stone's Oscar-winning Vietnam War drama, Platoon. And, oh yes, Pooh's Great Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, another Disney animated special for you. John Turturro and Ralph Fiennes go head-to-head in Robert Redford's drama about the great cheating scandal, Quiz Show. They had cheating scandals in those days, let me tell you. Cole Meany kicks ass for the Lord as a demon-fighting priest in The Secrets of Emily Blair. The documentary Secrets of the Solar System. Jay Baruchel and Alice Eve for a match made in heaven in She's Out of My League. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and its sequel, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, starring America Ferrera, Alexis Bledel, Blake Lively, and a fourth one in there somewhere. Okay, Guy Ritchie's sophomore picture Snatch gets a big boost from an appearance by Brad Pitt as an unintelligible gypsy fighter. Richard Gere and Jodie Foster in a remake of a French film updated to the Civil War years, Summersby. Jennifer Lopez matches acting chops against Morgan Freeman and Robert Redford in Lasse Hallström's family drama An Unfinished Life. And Mike Nichols' very first feature film after a distinguished career on Broadway, Elizabeth Taylor and Sandy Dennis both won Oscars for their roles in Edward Albee's searing marital drama Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, while George Segal and Richard Burton were both nominated for their roles. Now, these are, no doubt, only some of the movies which are leaving Netflix at the end of the month. But as always, we have a crack team of investigators ferreting out all of those movies with expiration dates on Netflix. I'm not even making any of this up. I will have the full list updated daily at my blog, and I will leave a link for you.